Okay, today's math lesson, this is still NPI Day 14. Today's math lesson is kind of a difficult one for us to do when we're not together. It involves a lot of paper folding and cutting and things like that. So I'm going to take some of this stuff out that you're not going to have to do, but we are going to work through a few things together. So our essential question today is, how can you use a strategy acted out to approximate whether the sides of a figure are congruent? Okay, so if we were together, we would actually be cutting and folding this, but I realize that some of you don't have scissors, and I actually don't have any scissors with me right now, so we're not going to be doing that part, but we're going to talk about what's going on right here. Okay. So our problem says Lori has a quadrilateral with vertices A, B, C, D. So that's how we name the quadrilateral. The quadrilateral has 4 right angles. She wants to show that quadrilateral ABCD is a square, but she does not have a ruler to measure the lengths of the sides. How can she show that the quadrilateral has 4 congruent sides and is a square? Okay, so what do we need to find? Well, I need to determine whether the quadrilateral has 4 equal sides and is a square. So we're going to look at the information that we need here. We know that the quadrilateral has right angles because it told us that in the prompt. And to be a square, it also has to have equal sides. So we're going to use this information. It says I can trace the figure, cut it out, and then fold it to match each pair of sides to show that sides AB and DC are congruent. So for it to be a square, these opposite sides have to be congruent to each other, which means that they have to be the same length. Okay? So if we were doing this together, we would trace this and cut it out on a different piece of paper, and then we would fold to make sure that side AB matches to side CD, and we wrote it as DC, but it's the same thing. Then we would fold it to match AD to BC. So let's write that down here, AD and BC. So they've all 4 got to be the same length. And then we would fold it diagonally to match AD and AB and CD to BC. Alright, hang on just a second. My computer is about to die. I thought I had it plugged in. Okay. So, if we folded those together, we would see that those are congruent. So quadrilateral ABCD is a square. Okay? Go ahead and look at the next page. If you want to, you can work this on your own. It's the same steps that we did on the first one with the quadrilateral. You're just doing it this time with a triangle. And again, I realize that you might not be able to trace and cut this exact triangle. So I'm going to leave this as optional, meaning you can do it if you want to. You do not have to do it. Okay? On the next page, we're going to skip 1 and 2. Again, you can do them if you want to, but you do not have to do them. I do want you to solve number 3 because it's a good problem-solving question. Number 4, I'm going to cross it out. It's optional also. Number 5, I'm going to cross it out. That's optional. You can do it if you want to. Number 6 is another good problem-solving question, so go ahead and do that one. Number 7, let's see, we can do number 7, number 8, and number 9. So go ahead and do those. You can use this map to solve 7 and 8. And then 9 is just a review question. And then you can skip the front of this page. So we're going to skip page 225. But go ahead and do all of the test prep on the back of that page. Okay? If you've got any questions, you can email me, text me, message me on Dojo, or any other way to get a hold of me. Tomorrow's math lesson, I think, is not quite as hands-on as this one was, which is the reason that this one was a little bit more difficult to do when we're not together. But I want you to do your best. And that's the end of our Day 14 packet, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.